What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here to this channel, what's up? My name is Ryan Padilla, and today, Happy New Year's, guys. Happy New Year. It's 2026, a new year for us. And today's next video I'm going to be talking about is why the original Batman vs. Superman movie never happened. So yeah, I want to talk about why the original version of Batman vs. Superman movie by Wolfgang Peterson never happened. So let's get started on talking about it, alright guys? Alright, so here we go. In 2001, long before director Zack Snyder's version of Batman vs. Superman hit theaters in 2016, Warner Brothers was planning a movie featuring both Superman and Batman together at the same time because the studio was figuring out how to revive both the Superman and Batman film franchises after the box office bombs of the sequels that the two heroes had suffered was Superman 4: The Quest for Peace and Batman and Robin. Both of these films released in 1987 and 1997, which is why fans have criticized both these films, and both of these films have bombed at the box office, which sent these franchises into development hell for many years, and Warner Bros. Was trying to figure out a way how to revive these characters back to the big screen. Warner Brothers hired screenwriter Andrew Kevin Walker, the writer of the 1995 movie Seven, to write a screenplay for a Batman vs. Superman movie, which he agreed to do. So, Walker went home, did a full writing on the screenplay, and after that, he went to show it to Warner Brothers to see how they like it. Every executive at Warner Brothers loved the screenplay, but they felt like the idea that Andrew Kevin Walker made was kind of too dark. But they liked to go ahead with the idea featuring both Superman and Batman together. So they hired screenwriter Akiva Goldsman to do a quick rewrite on the script. Akiva Goldsman was the writer on two Batman movies, Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, as well as being the producer on the 2005 Keanu Reeves movie, Constantine, since Warner Brothers know he is, since he had worked with the studio before on two Batman movies. After rewriting the script, he went to show it to them, and they were so impressed with the rewriting on the script. After they got the rewritten script, they hired director Wolfgang Peterson as director for the project, since Peterson was the director on every feature films from the 1980s and 1990s, such as Air Force One and The Never-Ending Story, which he's credited for both of those films. Some fans speculated that this movie is either going to be a continuation of the original Batman and Superman film series, or this movie might be a reboot of both of these characters. The movie planned to begin shooting in 2003 with a 5 to 6 month shoot, and the movie to be released in 2004. Warner Brothers began casting for both Superman and Batman to see which suitable actor would be suitable for the roles of Clark Kent, aka Superman, or Bruce Wayne, aka Batman. Christian Bale was in consideration for the role of Batman after meeting with director Wolfgang Peterson. Yep, Christian Bale was in consideration for the role of Batman before his casting on the Batman Begins movie, while Jude Law, Josh Hartnett, or other actors were being suitable for the role of Clark Kent, aka Superman. During the making of this movie, filmmaker we all know, J.J. Abrams, was writing a screenplay for a Superman movie called Superman Flyby, which this idea he made is supposed to be a reboot of the Superman film series. Alan Horn, who was the president of Warner Bros. At the time, was looking at both of these scripts being made, and he was like, which one should I make? So Alan Horn made copies of both the Batman vs. Superman and Superman Flyby scripts and gave them to every executive at Warner Bros. To let them know which one they should make, Batman vs. Superman or Superman Flyby. Apparently, every executive at Warner Bros. Likes to choose J.J. Abrams' Superman Flyby, except for Lorenzo Di Bonaventura. Yep, Long before being the producer of Transformers or before founding his studio, Di Bonaventura Pictures, Lorenzo Di Bonaventura was the executive vice president at Warner Brothers and also a worldwide executive at the time for the studio for movies. Lorenzo Di Bonaventura was a bigger supporter for Batman vs. Superman, and he felt like this movie should be made first, you know? He was like, why don't we just do a team-up movie and then we'll do a Superman and Batman solo movies after that? And J.J. Abrams was like, what about my film? I want to do mine, you know? And both of them, both Lorenzo and J.J. Abrams, were both like in a feud over creative differences of which movie should be made first, Batman vs. Superman or Superman Flyby. Alan Horn, who was the president of Warner Bros. At the time, apparently chose J.J. Abrams' Superman Flyby and chose to cancel Batman vs. Superman entirely, and every executive at Warner Bros. Decided to go ahead and move forward with Superman Flyby, which the idea would eventually turn into Superman Returns. After the movie was cancelled, Warner Bros. Decided to focus on Superman and Batman having their own separate movie projects, which resulted in Superman Returns and Batman Begins. Both of these movies released in 2005 and 2006. So yep, we never got the original version of Batman vs. Superman by Wolfgang Peterson, and it's kind of a shame that if that movie kind of happened soon, we would have been like, was there a Batman vs. Superman movie? You know? And if you all want to check out the original script for Batman vs. Superman, I'll put a link of the script down in the description down below. And to avoid any publicity when the movie was being made, the movie was titled Asylum, which is why that was the original title for Wolfgang Peterson's Batman vs. Superman movie when it was being made. So I'll put a link in the description down below, guys, of the script so you all can read it, alright? And that's all I can say for this video, guys. Thank you all for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below of what you all thought of this video, and let me know in the comments down below of which Batman vs. Superman movie you like. Wolfgang Peterson's version or Zack Snyder's version, alright? Alright guys, so I'll see you all in the next video, and yep, bye!